Simple reason, Madam Speaker, that our counties need money so that they are able to discharge devolved functions in our counties. But first, Madam Speaker, I first want to register my protestation that what we are sharing today, 385.425 billion, is not what we intended to send to counties. Even the figure that we had initially proposed, 405 billion, was inadequate, but it's unfortunate, Madam Speaker, that we, as protectors of devolution, honorable senators, contributed in reducing the allocation to counties. But, Madam Speaker, that said, I first, Madam Speaker, want to bring to the attention of this House the fact that our counties are really suffering from late disbursements of money from the Treasury. As I speak, Madam Speaker, my county of Nyamira, the accounts of the executive in Nyamira have been attached by Kenya Revenue Authority because of late disbursements of pay as you earn. And you know, Madam Speaker, I have a lot of respect for former governor from Mandera. But, Madam Speaker, you know that you cannot disburse payee before you pay your employees. Disbursements for the county government of Nyamira for the month of January, February were disbursed in March, together with the disbursements for the month of March. But KRA does not want to engage in any discussions. And this is one government, Madam Speaker. As we speak today, Madam Speaker, the county government of Nyamira is yet to receive disbursements for the month of May and April. But again, KRA has issued agency notices to the county, threatening again to attach the accounts of the county government of Nyamira. Madam Speaker, we need order. We need this government to be functional. You can't not have a government, Madam Speaker, where KRA is attaching another government. I mean, we are becoming a laughing stock out there, Madam Speaker. If you don't give me money, how do I pay as you earn to KRA, yet money has not been disbursed? I hope, Madam Speaker, this is a matter that we, as senators, can move forward very quickly, have a discussion and a sitting with KRA, and we find a solution that will not really subject counties to the kind of harassment that they are facing from KRA. Number two, Madam Speaker, I hope as we disburse these funds to our counties, we must also assert our place in the Constitution. Madam Speaker, I've gone through the finance bill, and I've seen that there is a proposal to amend the Employment Act, Section 31, to deduct 3% for what is being called a housing development levy from Kenyans to develop housing units in counties. Madam Speaker, if you read the Constitution, and I want us to look at this matter in a bipartisan manner, if you read the Constitution, the only obligation the Constitution bestows to the national government is policy. All this issue about housing projects at the counties, the custodians of land at the counties, is the preserve of county government. If you read Article 96, you will arrive at a conclusion, Madam Speaker, that this, the proposed amendments in the finance bill touching on housing cannot have constitutional validity unless it is considered by the two houses. And there is something, you know, the devil is always in the detail. Why, Madam Speaker, is the government making such a fundamental policy proposal hidden in a finance bill? Why was that law not brought as a standalone so that the two houses discharge their constitutional mandate as bestowed in the Constitution, because that's a matter that directly affects counties. Madam Speaker, I want to urge my colleagues, whether you are UDA or Azimio, to stand up and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya by insisting, Madam Speaker, that if that provision will not be dropped, then we must insist that it should come to the Senate, and if it does not come, we should join the case that has been filed by Senator Okiya Omtata to defend the mandate of this House, Madam Speaker. Finally, I want to appeal to the President William Ruto to be a man of wisdom. Madam Speaker, we have lived in this country, and we have seen many presidents. Personally, I saw President Kenyatta, President retired Moi, the late, President Kibaki, the late, President Uhuru Kenyatta. You must listen to the people. You must listen to the people. Madam Speaker, I've gone to Nyamira, I've done consultation with my people, and they have resoundingly said they don't want their money to be deducted for the so-called housing levy. So you must listen to, if you are a good leader, you must listen to the voice of the people. So I'm urging the President, William Ruto, please listen to the voice of the people. Before it is too late, make legislative proposals from your other side that will drop the proposed amendment to Section 31. Kenyans don't want this thing called housing levy. If you push it down their throat, they will fight it. And if they fight it, you will not have left a legacy. If you want to have a housing project, put food on the table for Kenyans first. Put food on the food on the table for Kenyans first. If we have food, we have employment, we have health care, NHIF is being honored, we can now ask for housing levy. But for now, Madam Speaker, on behalf of the people of Nyamira, I'm very clear that they don't want this housing levy, and I will oppose it when I get an opportunity, may it be on the floor, out there, or in court. I support the motion, Madam Speaker.
I now call upon the mover to reply.